Hi, 143 fam. I'm Antonia. Thank you for being here. Thank you all so much for your patience in June. I was traveling, came home with a really bad flu, so I was unable to get your mid-month love readings done. But we're going to take a look extensively at love, your general overview, in these readings here today. I also have a few different giveaways for the month of July. First of all, I'm going to be giving away one free reading to one of my YouTube subscribers here. I will announce winners July 31st. If you'd like to be considered, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Leave me a comment below your video. Let me know how you've connected. Also for Instagram, I'm going to be utilizing that platform to give away a few different readings throughout the month as well. They may be spontaneous. You'll have to show up and see what it is that I'm going to do that I have planned for you guys. But again, follow me there, Urban Soul Guru. Winners will be announced there each month for readings so that you guys don't miss it. I have inspirational messages and quotes. I channel these messages for you guys at least a few times a week. Okay, so you're getting some additional content there. Again, thank you guys so much for your support here on my channel. I'm always so grateful to connect with you. I am available in July for private readings, for energy healing. You know how to reach me. Now let's jump in to your July 1st general overview and love readings. Let's see what's in store. Hi Sag, this reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for July 2019. We're going to take a look at your general overview first, then we'll take a look at love. I will have timestamps down below. Sagittarius, July 2019. Sagittarius, July 2019. I've got you, Sag. Okay. You're being rewarded for something that you launched. You're being rewarded for something that you do launch in the month of July. You are being rewarded, and the universe wants me to let you know that you are being rewarded abundantly. What is that? Congratulations, Sag. Something's coming full circle for you for sure. If it's a business, if you own the business, this is a good month for you. Let's get a little bit more clarity. Sagittarius, July 2019. Whoa! Your cards just flew out in abundance. We have 4 cards here. Okay. Those two feel like one message. Gonna trust that. You know what? I just want to pull a few more cards for you. I know we usually go one by one as they pop, but this energy is just so intense. I feel like you need at least a clarifier for the first one. Yes. Okay. Sag, I think you're being rewarded with love. Look at this. First card out. Contracts. Commitments being clarified by heart chakra. This is why I feel like I needed a clarifier. Okay. For some of you, you're calling in really big love. You may be getting married. You may have commitments at that level. For others of you, this is work related, but you're doing what you love. That's why universe is able to reward you. You have so much love and joy energy out there now. Let that manifest. Let that snowball, okay? Get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger when universe hands it back to you. It's an abundance of all that you love. Now, that doesn't mean you got there easy. It doesn't mean that there isn't still some work to do. Center of the reading here, see only love. Well, first of all, infuse this, whatever this project is, the universe wants to reward you for, okay? Or this change, or this commitment. Infuse loving thoughts. If you have fears, if you have insecurities, recognize, especially fears, recognize that will start to manifest some issues, okay? So if you see yourself or recognize that you're starting to dip into that and some low-level thoughts, which is natural, we all do this. Rein it in and infuse it with love, especially these commitments. Wow, this is big for you. Sometimes this comes through when there's an outcome that you didn't want as well. It almost feels like on the heels of something not working out, like this is a blessing in disguise, because it's almost like you go through a breakup, and breakups, they suck. They're horrible, okay? We've all been through them. But then you meet the love of your life right after. So even though you really wanted that to work out at the time, and you were really, really, really just like connected, committed, you had attachment to it, it was heartbreaking. Now, as you call in whatever and whoever this is, now you can sit there and you have this new perspective of like, wow, Thank you, universe, for taking care of me. Now, that may not have come full circle for you yet. This definitely feels like it's coming full circle in July. Okay, these 2 cards are popping and I'm being shown that this is one message, okay? Cleanse and detox, opportunity to forgive. If something didn't work out the way that you wanted it to work out, infuse loving thoughts, but also give yourself the opportunity throughout the month to cleanse, to physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually cleanse. Sea salt baths, sage for sure, but then take it a step further and offer forgiveness. It's not necessarily that that person deserves the forgiveness. I'm a huge believer that we all do because we all mess up at times. Okay, we've all needed to be forgiven at one point or another. But you do that to release yourself from old and negative attachments, okay? So there's definitely healing. There's definitely healing, but you're going to see by month's end why that healing is worth your time. These commitments are big commitments. Your cards are flying out, okay? In those situations that didn't work out the way you wanted them to, stay grounded. Make sure your emotions don't get the best of you. Okay, it's okay to feel emotional, but try not to be reactive. Try not to force something to work out if you know it's truly not of the highest good to work out. I'm telling you, something bigger and better is coming in. You do need to cleanse this. If you're still attached to this, you need to cleanse it. And this isn't just love. This is work. For some of you, work situations didn't work out. For some of you, I feel like you've moved and a new city didn't work out. It's not so easy to walk away from these kinds of situations. There's time involved. There's money involved. Do you have the money to move again? If you don't, ask the universe for it. But I'm telling you, something, whatever this is, you'll have the money to move. You'll have the money to move soon, okay? Or you'll have a partner. You'll have some help, okay? That will arrive for you one way or another. Ground yourself, but also spend some time outside. That also speaks to cleansing. When you're outside, you're connecting to Mother Earth. Allow her to nourish you. Allow her to take care of you. Release what you need to release. Cry if you need to cry. Surround yourself with flowers even in your home. I caution you this, for those of you who are animal moms and dads out there, there are many plants and many flowers that you would never think an animal is, or you would never think would be toxic to your fur baby. Almost like all of them are. There's so many reactions and they can be deadly. So please research that. And I'm giving you this advice, but please research that. I'm seeing like sunflowers. I feel like that's a safer, look it up. Okay. I don't know that for sure, but I feel like that would be a safer bet for you. But I feel like you need some flowers. I feel like you need color in the home and you need connection to Mother Earth, even as you wake up, even when you're sitting and you're having coffee in the morning, because there's a disconnect here. But ground those emotions. You're cleansing, you're detoxing, you're forgiving. You're moving on to something much bigger very quickly. So we have this forgiveness and this cleanse, okay? How are you going to do that? Well, sea salt baths, sage, offering forgiveness, okay? But it's being clarified by play. It's time to have fun. It's time to get back to loving life. It's time, if you've been going through a breakup, you get some breakthrough. You have fun this month. I feel playfulness for sure throughout the month of July for you. It's when you're in this space, surrounded by people you love, doing what you love, having fun. That's when new love comes in. That's when new doors open on the work front, okay? So stay connected to love. Make sure there is love in everything. All your thoughts, easy situations to infuse love in, difficult, okay? Situations to infuse love into, get it done because you are manifesting something bigger and better. This is worth your time. Trust me. By month's end, you may have a whole new perspective and a whole lot of gratitude that someone either stepped out, something didn't work out the way you wanted it to work out. You have plenty of cards that are trying to pop and none that have. I feel like there's a lot of messages. Are you feeling a little manic? Is mind racing a little bit? If that's the case, make sure you're grounding, okay? I feel like you guys have a lot to get out. You have a lot to talk about. Write, journal, create, use that to manifest, okay? But create something. Create something physical from all of those thoughts, okay? Take that energy and use it towards something that you can get out of your system. I feel writing for sure. Even if you're not a writer, even if no one's ever going to read it, I feel like journaling helps you heal, helps you cleanse. I'm telling you, something big is coming your way. Something big is coming your way if it hasn't showed up already. Crowning your reading acceptance. Accept where you are. It's okay to accept that you still need some healing. It's okay to accept that you're upset, that a work situation, a job, a personal relationship didn't work out the way you thought it would. But also, don't take that on as though it's all your fault. So much of this was out of your hands. So much of this didn't work out to protect you so that you could call in someone and something that was a much better experience, a higher love, a more fulfilling career environment, a bigger and better business, okay? A better location. There's fate. When that card comes up, there's fate. There's something fated here. Universe is protecting you and has been protecting you. Yep, and you're coming full circle with this, okay? Fate's aligning you with your life purpose. But I'm telling you, there's people here. This isn't you fulfill, life purpose and you do it alone. Even if you felt like you had to sacrifice a relationship to focus on work, you're not going to be alone. Obviously, there's a lot of crossover here with love. So I want to jump into love for you, Sag. You're not going to be alone too much longer if you feel like you have been, okay? If that's been something really bothering you, as long as you cleanse and as long as you heal. You can't cut the healing process short, even if it's difficult to handle right now. But let's take a look at love. Sag in love. Sag in love. July 2019. Sagittarius in love. Okay, Sag. Big message coming through already. If you're in a committed relationship, this is your true love. It feels like you've met your true love, okay? You may be dealing with some karmic issues. You may be dealing with some repetitive karmic issues. Work on it. You'll get some healing this month. Do not walk away from this person. For some of you that are in committed relationships, and this feels like a majority message, you may be having a hard time. It's okay to acknowledge that you guys are having a hard time, that there's an issue. Work on fixing it. It feels like this person is a true love for you. Okay, Sag? There's big love here for you. Sagittarius in love. Let's get a little bit more clarity. Sagittarius in love. Okay, just in case you didn't believe me, you're calling in soulmates. You're calling in fated partners. You're calling in fated people. If you're single, you're calling in fated partners and people. Wow. Okay. So many cards. Your cards are coming out all at once. All right, first of all, let me hold this up. Soulmate. New love. So again, that message applies to you. You're going through a little bit of a breakup or a big breakup, okay? This may be incredibly emotional for you. You may be coming into the month still feeling emotional. Do you see what's on the other side of it? This love is not a little love. This fated partner, this person showing up, telling you I'm getting true love energy. I'm getting soulmate energy for sure. For those of you having a hard time, it's not that you're calling in new love. It's that you're calling in a new experience. Because of a new chapter to explore together. It's worth healing. Center of the reading. Heart-to-heart conversations. It's all about communication. If you're single, be open to talking to people you normally wouldn't. Be social. Go out and have fun. I'm feeling conversations of depth for sure. Okay, so we have heart-to-heart conversations. Clarified by pay attention to the red flags. If you're single, not everybody's going to be right for you, Sag, even if you want them to be, because they're just so beautiful to look at. You may have some great conversations with people that still show you red flags in another form. Pay attention to that. Step out of that so you don't get hurt again. You really need to pay attention to this. Don't be swayed by somebody who's a smooth talker, okay? Pay attention to your intuition. Keep it moving. There's bigger and better love. But what I'm also feeling here, for those of you having an issue, there are red flags. There's something that needs to be healed. Universe has made it very clear. You both are very conscious of it. It's time to talk about it. It's in your conversations, as long as you're not reactive and you stay grounded, okay? You communicate in a very grounded fashion and you really hear your partner out and vice versa. That has to be mutual. These conversations will heal you. These issues will finally resolve. But you are right. If you feel like something's repetitive, that something's felt off for a while, it is time to address it. It is time to address it, but I do feel like it's karmic, especially for those of you who've been together for a long time. And let's be real, soulmates bring in karmic energies and situations that we have to deal with. Wow. That's how we grow, and that's how we learn, and that's why soulmates are so special. This feels like a soulmate that's going to stay for you. Okay, you have another soulmate card that popped, but we'll circle back. So we have heart-to-heart conversation, center of the reading. It is safe to love. There is somebody here that is your true love, who is a high-level soulmate. You work through this, Sag, I'm telling you. You guys will look back at this and you'll be really grateful that you worked on it instead of split up. Work on it. There's healing. There's depth. You'll have a good month ahead as long as you address this early on. You'll have a good month ahead regardless. There's a lot of beautiful energy here. But in love, you don't want this to linger. You don't want this to snowball into something it doesn't need to snowball into. Pay attention to the red flags. It's being clarified by soulmate, okay? So some soulmate partners are bringing up karmic issues so that you both can heal and evolve through them. Some soulmates will stay, some will not, okay? I'm going to hold both of these up. There are two soulmate cards here. This feels like one person. This feels like a different person. This was clarifying, pay attention to the red flags. Some of you had to move away from a partner who truly was a soulmate as well. That wasn't just in your mind. You didn't fabricate that. You genuinely had a soul connection, but they were not meant to stay around long term. So for some of you, this one comes in again after loss. But I feel like this is very close to you. I feel like this is very, very, very close to you. Okay, this person feels new. This person feels like they stay. This feels like a higher vibing love, someone more compatible. You may have already called this one in. Okay, you may be married to this person. This could be a very long-term relationship. Again, it's not about new love for you guys because I don't see you splitting up. It just feels like you need to resolve something with this soulmate. They're worth it. It's a new chapter. You need to have new conversations. You need to have a new experience at this time. If you don't make time for that, this may turn into a much bigger issue for you, Sag, okay? So make sure you really do address it, even if you have to have some conversations that are a little bit uncomfortable. Crowning your reading. Okay, this isn't a little bit of love. I had this faded energy in the first spread. I knew there was crossover with love here. This is intertwined for you for sure. You have faded energy in career. Lots of beautiful new doors it feels like are opening up for you, but definitely in love. If you're single, it just doesn't feel like you're going to be single for long. If that's the experience you want. Okay, if you like being single and you'd prefer that, you can block this, and that's okay. Focus on your career. But for those of you, I mean, look, we have multiple soulmate cards out here. Whoever's showing up in your life. But you see how this feels like it's a different person. This feels like one person. This feels close. This feels past tense. Okay? This feels like two different people. But we have this soulmate crowning your reading. This is why you fight. This is why you work on it. Okay? You fight for the relationship, not with each other. Have these heart-to-heart conversations. Your partner will respect you. If you have clarity that they don't have, if you're having an issue that they don't know about, speak to them about it, because ultimately, this is a safe, beautiful love. This is a soulmate who will stick around for a very long time in your life. Bottom of the deck. Self-love. Release your ex. The soulmate will come in, the high-level soulmate will come in for some of you after you heal this energy and resolve this energy. For many of you, you've already done that. You've already called in this partner. Self-love at the core, okay? As you're resolving karmic issues and you're having these conversations, it doesn't mean that you have to take on all of the responsibility, Sag. You may want to do that. And that's generous and that's kind to them, but it's not kind to you. It's not all your fault. And this isn't about pointing fingers either way. But just make sure you aren't taking on the full responsibility for something being off, because there are definitely two people involved and two sides to the story, but there are also two people that need to be responsible for what is going on. Okay, if your partner is oblivious that there's an issue and you communicate it with them, great. If you choose not to, then you're responsible for your partner kind of being in the dark. But once you communicate, once you shed some light, honestly, I just feel like this person's going to level up for you, Sag. They'll own their responsibility. Just make sure you allow them to, because I feel this sense of like, I'll just take it on because I can handle it. So if I just kind of blame everything on me and I apologize, we can move past this a little quicker. Okay? Don't do that. Don't do that this month. Let your partner own up for what they need to own up for. You do the same. Keep it balanced. A lot of self-love in the mix, okay? Don't sacrifice your self-love as you're trying to resolve this. Don't sacrifice your self-love for a partner from the past with red flags. It doesn't deserve your time and your energy anymore, okay? I promise you, hearts are healing. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love here. this person's meant to stay in your life, okay? All right, Sag. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. If you feel like you need more clarity, please reach out to me. I have availability still for private readings for healing work in the month of July. I will be back mid-month with your mid-month love reading at that time. In the meantime, I'm sending you so much love, light, gratitude. I'll see you back here soon, Sag. Ciao.